This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The New Providence Softball Association on the diamond last night at the Blue Hill Sporting Complex. Our Kelsey Johnson was there.
Youthful but still experienced and ready to take a bite out of the competition in the women's division of the New Providence Softball Association. The Proper Care Pool Sharks clamped down on the Lady Hitters on Tuesday night, winning their season's debut 12-5.
We had a little lackadaisical start. I think what happened is, if you notice, most of the girls, they're younger than I had before, and they aren't used to this sort of players yet. It's going to take a few days for us to really get round off. If you notice, I had a lot of players who I had made switches with, and they only could get better. You have to play ball, continue to play, concentrate on the game, and try to get more knowledgeable about the game.
It took a while for the jitters to go, but when they went, the Sharks got down and dirty. The first 2 frames of the game, it was all the Lady Hitters who posted a quick 5 runs on the board. The Sharks kept swarming in the bottom of the 3rd and pounced on their prey in the 4th, thanks to the in-the-park home run by Deshae Stubbs, which cleared the bases.
On my first at-bat, I got struck out, and it was a little problem to me trusting my hands and trusting my bat because I know I can hit. But after getting a strikeout and getting in my head that I need to do this for my team, it came around.
We ain't worrying about the target. The target can be there because they're going to try to beat Bishop, but Bishop don't play. You got to contend with them young girls. We can be able to take it over top, All we have to do is just stay fundamentally sound and continue to play the game for what it's worth.
The Lady Hitters are known for their bats, but that never came around in that game, and head coach Darren Stevens believes that if he had the full squad on time, it would be a much better game and results.
I think Valencia is a good pitcher. She has played in the league before. She haven't played last year, but I think she did her job. We just didn't make a few big plays behind her, and that was the difference.
How do you bounce back from this one, knowing that the teams are coming gunning for your squad?
Well, that's the first game. I got to feel out a few players, a few positions that I had been questioned, and I think we'll be all right.
Can the Lady Hitters go all the way?
Oh, definitely.
Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
From the WNBA last night, Jonquel Jones finishing up with 16 points and 6 rebounds for the Connecticut Sun. They lost another close ball game, 80-78 to the Minnesota Lynx. At 0-3, the Sun play again on Friday in their home opener. They will match up once again with the Lynx. Still on the pro hardwood, Ronnie Cadeau tallying 15 points and 10 rebounds last night for Zanotza. They won a do-or-die Game 5 in the Spanish LEB Silver League semifinals, 92-81 over Granada. Ronnie and Zanotza now move on to the finals against Valladolid, starting on Friday. From the minor league baseball diamond yesterday, the Florida Fire Frogs and Clearwater playing a doubleheader after rain suspended play on Monday. Florida and Clearwater split those games, Anthony Seymour finishing up a combined 2 of 8 with 2 runs batted in. Elsewhere, Todd Isaacs was 0 for 3 in Lake County's 5-3 loss to Lansing. Lucius Fox also hitless for Bowling Green. They went down to South Bend 4-1. After partnering with Alive on a 3-year, $45,000 sponsorship, Special Olympics Bahamas will look to put the money to good use, and it all starts with their National Track and Field Championships this weekend.
We're expecting close to 200 athletes and coaches from all of our programs to take part. We have athletes coming in from Eleuthera, from Abaco, from Grand Bahama, athletes here from New Providence. And for the first time, we'll have athletes from the special needs units in the government schools, 3 of them in particular, H.O. Nash, Anatole Rogers, and D.W. Davis School, will be participating in our track and field nationals.
There are less than 2 months to go now until the start of the Commonwealth Youth Games here in the capital. The slogan for this year's games is "Who's Next?" And in this vein, the local committee wants to seek out the next generation of elite athletes.
We're going to use sports as a catalyst to motivate our inner city. So we're asking our member federation to join us in taking programs into the inner city where we know that we have a great deal of talent. And with the social challenges that we have as a people, as a country, we think that sports will make that turnaround for the betterment of all of us concerned as a people.
With the Commonwealth Youth Games said to be the biggest sporting event ever to take place in the Bahamas, the pressure is on, but it's not more than the committee thinks it can handle.
At the conclusion of these games, we will prove to the world that the Bahamas is indeed open for sports, and that if we can manage 9, as one of the persons that we spoke to when we were pitching the sale for the Bahamas to receive these games, one fella said, we want the senior Commonwealth Games. Well, that's a stretch too. And then the next fella say, well, I could do one better than that. I want the Olympics. And that fella became the Prime Minister of the Bahamas, so we're holding him to that.
After being in charge of the Frank Hanna Red Bay Snapper Fishing Tournament since its inception, Alfonso Smith has decided to step down from the top post, but he still plans on playing an active role while branching out as well.
I'll be right here. If they need me, I'll be only a telephone call away. But definitely I will miss it. This is my life. I love doing this. I've been doing it for 16 years. And even though I'm stepping out here, I'll be taking up something else. That's the Liberty Fishing Tournament in Morgan's Bluff. I want to bring anglers from Florida, Bimini, New Providence, all in Morgan's Bluff for a deep sea fishing tournament. That's what I want to do sometime later on this year.
A lot of activities going on in Mangrove Key last weekend, taking a bit away from the regatta itself. But according to Commodore David Rule, they plan to streamline that event moving forward.
I don't think it's fair that everyone is allowed to just pick up the regatta and nothing comes into what really making the weekend. So moving forward, we are going to seriously look at all the activities that are planned around this time and talk to those business owners and ask them to come and support the regatta. And if they want to do something during the other part of the year, we are here to support them and help them with that.
Long Island is one of the regattas on tap for the upcoming holiday weekend. Sailors and boat owners are expected to get together once again in hopes of providing nominations for a new national body which will govern the sport in the country. And within a month of this, they expect to have elections.
One good thing about Miss Cindy Gay, who is in charge of the regatta unit there, and Miss Clinton, the PS, they had already had all of the workings that we had done so far submitted, so they know that all it is a matter of continuing what had already been started.
And that'll do it for sports. Stay tuned, checking weather still to come.